I was going through the comments on my last video, my current beauty favorites, and somebody had mentioned that they missed my Get Ready With Me videos. So I thought I'd go ahead and film one of those today, which is the look that's on my face. So if you're interested in seeing that, you can hang tight and we'll get into it right now. My face is uber shiny because I've got all my skincare and sunscreen on, which a lot of people ask me what kind of sunscreen I use. And I've been using the Josie Maran SPF 47 moisturizer for quite some time, and it's one of my favorites. But I'm going to take 2 pumps of the Dr.Jart Premium Beauty Balm, the Dr.Jart Premium BB Beauty Balm SPF 45. Put 2 squirts of that in my fingers. The pump on this, I do wish that they would switch this packaging to like a squeeze tube. I feel like that would be a lot easier. I'm going to use my fingers to move this around before I grab a beauty blender. I just feel like it doesn't, I get more use out of the product when I put it on like this first. Then I'm going to take this sponge. It's just a Sephora one that I got with a little case that I wanted for traveling. And I'm just going to push this into my skin. I just got this next product. It's the Physicians Formula InstaReady Full Coverage Concealer. And it has an SPF of 30. And I have the shade Fair. It could be a little bit more brightening, but I still like it. I used it yesterday. In what video did I do yesterday? Current favorites? Yeah. The only thing is this is like kind of the MAC Pro Longwear. The packaging, you know, when you squeeze it and you get too much out, it's kind of like that. See, that's way too much concealer. The Sephora Pro Precision Foundation Brush number 58 just came back in stock under the sale section because I know they're like discontinuing this brush. One of my favorite concealer brushes. I'm just going to use this to put this on. Like, I just need, this is just way too much concealer that comes out in a pump. I'm just going to put it right there. That concealer actually came with this little sponge, and I love the shape of it for doing concealer and under eye work. The texture isn't as nice as like the Beauty Blender. It's a little bit more stiff, but the shape is really nice. So I'm just going to use this to blend this in. Just fits in that inner corner really nice for me. And I don't like to take it all the way up to my lower lash line because I have those little under eye rolls, and it just looks better if I don't. I'm going to take my finger and just go like this, tap right here. I'm going to use a Real Techniques setting brush and the RCMA No Color Powder. I've depotted mine into this jar, and I'm going to go ahead and set just my concealer with that. And I do like to do kind of, it gives the slightest kind of reverse contour. I like to drag it down the side of my nose. Not a lot, but and down a little bit low on my cheekbone. I'm going to set my face using the Wet n Wild Kabuki brush that came out with the spring collection, and this Givenchy Prisme Libre number 7 Voile Rose powder. And then there's 4 different quadrants. I just tip it upside down and use, well, I've already got some out here, so I'll just use these. This is a really sheer, glowy finishing powder. So I just pounce it on to set my face. And then for the biggest decision of the day, what highlighter should I use? I'm going to use the Wayne Goss number 10 brush. This is from his new collection of revamped brushes. And take the Ulta Beauty Illuminator Sheer Radiant Finish in Brilliant Diamond. It's a pure white highlighter. It's got no undertone. I'm going to pick some of that up and I'm going to put it right. It's a little intense at first, but we're going to buff everything out. Put some right there. I'd like to take a bit on the tip of the brow. And I like to go here. A little right there. And right there. Then I'm going to use this MAC 125 SE brush and the Bobbi Brown Illuminating Bronzing Powder in Telluride number 10. And I'm going to just pick this guy up and bronze contour with it. I also like to drag it underneath my jaw. Get a little of that. A little bit of shadow going on right there, you know. Then using a Goss number 14 brush, also from his new collection, I'm going to take the Tom Ford Sheer Cheek Duo in Paradise Lust. I'm going to put my brush between the two back and forth. Go on the apple and bring it back. Then I'm going to take my highlighter brush. I'm not going to pick up any more product, but I'm going to buff these edges right here. Because if you bring your blush up, it's fine, but if you have it towards that natural under eye like this and your blush kind of hits right there and it's not blended, it just kind of enhances that circle underneath your eye. So that's why I always like to make sure this area is really well blended and the light part is kind of over that. If that makes any sense. Then I'm going to take this Chikuhodo T1 powder brush and use the Guerlain Meteorites Perles. This is number 2 Claire. And I'm going to buff this all over the entire face. Pick up some stuff. That last step just makes a world of difference for me. I'm going to go ahead and put on some lip balm right now. This is the Bite Agave, the stick version. I'm going to put some of that on for when I do my eye makeup. This is sitting on there. And then I'm going to go ahead and set my neck because it's still tacky with my skincare and sunscreen all over it. And I want it to stay in place because I use physical sunscreens. So I'm going to take the Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer in Reserve Your Cabana in this giant kabuki brush. I got this at Claire's. It's a great big kabuki brush. And I'm going to go ahead and set this and then also blend out that jaw contour, I guess. Just makes everything look a little bit more seamless and helps my sunscreen last. Then for the other biggest decision of the day, what eyeshadow am I going to wear? I have a Q-tip here. My eyes lately have just, the water just pours out, which makes doing liquid eyeliner really fun. But I'm just going to stick it in the corner here and get some of the water out of them. I'm going to prime my lids using the Lolo eye primer. This is a duo product. I'm just going to dip back and forth between the two and do those from the lash line to up underneath the brow. I should have included this primer in my favorites video and I forgot, but I like it more than the NYX. I bought this eyeshadow palette from MAC, the In the Flesh one, when they were doing that 25% off the whole website, and I haven't used it yet, so I'm going to use it. I'm going to dip into this shade right here using this is a flat shader from Hakuhodo. I'm going to pick this guy up and put it on the center. I'll bring it up a bit too. That's a pretty color. Even though I'm probably going to go over it with one of the Stila glitters because I can't help myself. That shade was called Indiscretion, that one I just put on. Now I'm going to go into the shade, it's called Beaded. It's this one. I'm going to pick that up. I'm just going to use the same brush, flip it over. I'm going to put it right here. and blend that in. It's kind of a goldy shimmer. Yeah, I was hoping for a little bit frostier champagne, but then using a Chikuhodo GS9 brush, I'm going to go into this shade, which is a matte, and it's called Sandstone. I'm going to put this one right here. I'm also going to run this through the crease. I'm going to take the brush I used my Meteorites on and get rid of. I've got some fallout there. De-water the eyes again. Then I'm going to take this T7 by Chikuhodo and go into this shade, which is also a matte. It's called Rustique. I'm going to blend out that brown color. That one. It's kind of like a dusty rose shade. Before I further blend that out, I'm going to use a Chikuhodo GS10 brush and go between these two colors. What are they called? Elemental and Neutral. They're both matte shades as well. See how that turns out. Huh, there's a little bit on the dark side there. Whoops. I'll put a little bit of that shimmery kind of hot. There actually isn't a super bright shimmery shade in this palette. But I'm gonna go, let's dip into that same shade I put on the inner corner. Put that right here. That's not very bright either. Then back in with the T7. I didn't pick up any more product, but off this. First use of the palette wasn't too bad. I'm going to take this Stila Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow shadow, and this is in Smoky Storm. I gotta put this on the lid. There's not enough sparkle and shine going on, but I'm just going to put a swipe here. And then take my finger and blend it. I kind of do it right in that fold. So I'm going to put eyeliner on, but right here. Use this spoolie. It's from Hakuhodo. I'm just going to brush my brows out. And then I got this pencil. I wore it in yesterday's video too, the favorites video. But this is the Milk Makeup Gel Brow in the shade Pilsner. I actually just ordered the shade lighter because this is the middle shade and it could be a little bit lighter for me. But it's a wax-based pencil and it really grabs onto the hairs, and I'm really into a bushy brow anyway. And it's just kind of quick. Like you can barely touch the hairs, and that pencil just grabs on. Like see how how I'm holding it. Just barely any pressure at all, and it just grabs those hairs. I've had the pencil for a while, but yesterday was the first time I used it. Now that I'm using it again, like that was just, I might have, no, I kind of wish I would have ordered this shade because I like this color too. I could just leave them, but I'm going to run this Maybelline Brow Precise Fiber Volumizer in Soft Brown just to kind of pull the hairs up a little bit. And I mean, again, I use a really light hand with this just so that it grabs the hairs and doesn't kind of hit my skin. So I just want it on the hairs. Now for my favorite thing to do on camera ever, liquid eyeliner. Not. This is the NYX matte liquid liner. It's got a brush tip. I shake it up pretty good. And then we're going to just go in and hope this goes okay. I like to start right where that green part of my eye right there. That will pull my eyes out. And then, oh, the water coming out of the corner of my eye. is so not easy to put on liquid liner on camera. Some people say that my liner's too thick, and I wish that my eyes weren't so hooded so that I could do a winged liner without it being so thick, but it's just the way it is, man. If you have a heavy fold like I do, you'll understand. I think I need to bust out a new bottle of this stuff. I think that's why some people don't think that because I've had people tell me that I don't have hooded eyes, and I think that's because I disguise it so well with the way that I do my eyeshadow and my liner, because like right now you can't see that there's a fold in my eye right here because of the way that the liner is. And then before I go to the next eye, I'm going to take this mascara, the Supersizer by CoverGirl, while that liner on my eyelashes is still wet, so it combs out better. So that's the only downfall of using a liquid eyeliner like that. It gets on the eyelashes. That's just like the biggest difference, mascara and eyeliner. Like, it's Naked and Afraid over here and Clothed and All Good over here. Then I've got a pair of, I think these are the regular Iconics that are pre-cut and ready to go. I couldn't find my other pair of lights that I had ready to go, so I just grabbed these. I'm going to take Duo Glue. This is the brush on one, and I'm just going to run this over the band. I'm going to use this eyelash tool. It's from Makeup Academy. It came in a lash set that I got at CVS. I'm going to go ahead and put these on. Ooh. Just layer. I'm going to line my waterline with the Givenchy Couture Waterproof Eyeliner in the shade 05 Jade, which is a green. This is one of my favorite liners ever. Should I take my goofy hair out before I put on some lips? At least it wasn't in my face though, you know? And then I'm going to take this Lorac Alter Ego lip liner in the shade Duchess and align my lips with this guy. All three of my Tilbury Pillow Talks are like munchkin size, and I need to order another one. But since then I kind of started using this one, and I really like this lip liner too. Ah! It's broken side. Awesome. Then I'm going to fill them in with this Buxom Plump Line Lip Liner in the shade Ransom. And these are okay. This is it kind of goes matte on my lips, and it's comfortable. It's a more comfortable matte than something like a Longwear lipstick. So for that reason, I do like it. But I use it more like a lipstick than a lip liner. And there's the overall finished look. I actually really like that that lip combination. It makes my lips look really full. My mom actually came in here when I was like filming this, and there's a bunch of fence that I get to go fix with my lashes on. When the snow, like, we get a lot of snow here in North Dakota, right? And so the snowbanks are all big and stuff, and they weigh down on the fence lines. So in the springtime, when all the snow melts, we get to see all the fence that needs to be fixed. So that's what I'm probably about to go do, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to wear sunscreen, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.